Okay, welcome, guys. Sorry about that slight delay here. I just had to, finish off that because otherwise I'd be sent back, like 30 minutes of progress here. We're wearing the Real Madrid Tekka shirt. Thank you, Vasco. Really appreciate that. I really do appreciate that one. But W's, Ion, welcome to the stream. Hope you're doing well. Hello, Vasco. Hope you're doing well on the stream. Hello, Loka. Welcome to the stream. Hope you're doing well. And the Dumb Luck as well. Hope you're doing well. This is the Club World Cup stream for Real Madrid versus Juventus, and it's going to be starting any second now. Let's actually just quickly check up on the lineups here for you guys. Let's go get this one. Hope everyone's good as well today. Again, sorry for that little delay there, but it's all good. We are starting up here, and let's just make sure that this is up on here. I love the top fans thing as well. That's pretty cool. I like that. Let's go and check up on the lineup, and it looks like Real will be taking kickoff for us today. And the lineup for Real Madrid when this kickoff is going to be announced here is... Here we go. Kickoff has started. But for goalkeeper, it's going to be Thibaut Courtois. For left centre-back is Huijsen, Tchouaméni, and Rudiger in the defence there. Fran Garcia as the left mid. That will probably be playing left-back too. Arda Güler and Valverde in the midfield. And Trent playing a right-wing back role. Vinicius in left wing. Gonzalo Garcia as the striker, and Jude Bellingham as right wing. On the subs bench, we of course have Kylian. He is a sub. Mbappe is a sub today. And also in the subs bench, we have Dani Carvajal. He will be playing today, Carvajal, most likely. Can't wait to see him back. They should call you Arsenal. Yeah, I hope everyone likes and subs as well. W's. But yeah, we are here. And now for Juventus, the goalkeepers Di Gregorio, Kalulu, Rugani, and Kelly are the defense. Costa, Locatelli, Thuram Ulien, and Cambiasso are the midfield. Conceição and Yildiz are the forwards, and Kolo Muani the striker. So they are playing a strong lineup here, Juventus, which is really weird how they didn't against City, but suddenly doing it here. Yeah, W's likes as well. We love that like button being smashed. But here we go. This is now Real with the ball. Maybe I should make the text, the background color a bit darker for Juventus. Just might be hard to see the logo, of course. And a lot of pressure there from Real early on. You're going for a solid 3-3. Pens? You're going for pens for this game? I'm going for a 3-1. I'm going for a 3-1. I'm confident in Real to get this done in regular time. Let's be honest, this Juventus side was not great against City. And yeah, they've changed up. They're playing a strong team. I don't know why they didn't against City again. It's kind of weird. And it's going to be cleaned up there. Nice and easy. Fran Garcia on the defense. Brilliant. Kylian will be coming on. You're not sure who will win. It will be Real. We're supporting Real here. The only team I'm supporting in the Club World Cup. Real Madrid. Or let me put up the poll as well for you guys. Juventus. Who are you supporting today? Real Madrid. Okay, there we go. Vote up in the poll, guys. Who are you supporting today? And here we go. This is going to be Real just pushing to the side there. And it's going to be just cleared away by Juventus. You don't know who will win. Yeah, it's probably Real. If you want to vote for anyone, Real will probably win, most likely. 100% votes. I do have my Juventus shirt actually in this room with me, but... not going to be wearing that. We're wearing the Real Madrid shirt. Hi, Rhett, and welcome to the stream. Hope you're doing well. And Hala Madrid, exactly. And it's going to be Tchouaméni. Just a little one-touch there with his teammate. That is Valverde one-touching with Tchouaméni. Now it's Arda Güler. Now back. It's Trent. Now with Arda Güler. Over to the left side here. Fran Garcia. Burn the Juve kit. Nah, don't burn the Juve. Respect Juventus. You know, they're a bit stupid against City, but they're for sure respectable club. Long-range shot. There looks like there was a deflection there by Vinny, but it is going to be a catch there, nice and easy by Di Gregorio. Igor Tudor is the head coach for Juventus, and of course Xabi Alonso, the head coach for Real. He's been great, Xabi Alonso, as a coach here so far. I mean, the first game was okay. It was against Al Hilal, who did indeed win against City. So, that might have been a reason why we didn't get the win there. But he was brilliant in the next two games. Yeah, the defense looks hard. It's going to be Huijsen, Tchouaméni, Rudiger. This Juventus lineup in the attack is stronger. Kolo Muani, Conceição, Yildiz, Thuram Ulien, Costa as well, Cambiasso. Definitely better than that City lineup that we saw from, you know, when they were versing City there, Juventus. Hopefully, you know, since we don't have Raul Asensio on, he is going to be, of course, getting a red card, so he can't play this game. I think. Wait, is this? No, he already used his red card ban. But hopefully he doesn't, you know, mess up when he gets subbed on, you know, later in the half. Carvajal will be subbed on today. Kylian will be subbed on today. Carvajal's back from injury. It's like a 90% chance. It was, you know, predicted by Fabrizio, so I'm going to take his word for it. So now some little pressure there from Juventus to try and retain possession. And Di Gregorio now passes out over to the right side there. It's now Kalulu, who did make a lot of bad mistakes against, you know, Man City. He scored an own goal. That was terrible. He gave them another goal. And W's in the chat. Vasco for subscribing. What an absolute legend. Let's go. W's Vasco for subbing up. Insane. And this is now going to be on the left side here. Kelly. Rugani. Kalulu. Let's go. And now it's going to be a crossover to the left side here for Kelly. Again, this is just real. Juventus are trying to retain possession. They need to. They need to retain possession. It is important for them because Real Madrid is so deadly in terms of possessive play. Yeah, big game this one for sure. Real Madrid rocking the Tekka kit. And, you know, Real Madrid need this win to get, you know, against either Dortmund or Monterrey. I actually have confidence Monterrey will get this one through in the game that we're going to watch next. But we'll have to see. That'll be epic, you know, Real Madrid versus Monterrey. Ramos against his former club. Something you love to see. And, of course, the game afterwards today is July 1st. The next game will be on July 4th. So there is a 3-day break for the Club World Cup from July 1st to 4th. Or technically 2-day because I'm doing a July 2nd stream for Club World Cup. Hi, Absfaction. Welcome to the stream. Hope you're doing well. Hope everyone is doing well as well today, guys. W's. Now this is over for Dean Hoynson, Fran Garcia, Vinny, Dean Hoynson, Vinny. Again. Vinny's been on form. Yeah, that is a brilliant pass from Vinny right there. This is Trent. Let's see what Trent can do. He just loses the ball in the attack. Not great from Trent Alexander-Arnold. That was not great at all. And here we go. This is a counter chance. This is a chance for Juventus to really move the ball up forward. And oh no, it's Kolo Muani. Oh my goodness. And it just over the top. Oh my goodness. Kolo Muani could have made Juventus lead there. Where was this against City? So you guys were playing absolute trash against City. And then you suddenly pull out this from the bag and start absolutely going at it. That pass by Kolo Muani, that was a nice skill from him. Then that through ball. Yeah, Trent got to do better. And this is what I'm saying. That's why we need Carvajal as a starter still. Because he's an actual proper right-back defensive, you know. Whereas Trent just is too obsessed with moving up the field. And it's just exposing that right side again. We've got the same problem as last season, you know, when we had Lucas Vazquez. Because it was really the same thing. But yeah. This is why I'm thinking 3-3. They are so dangerous on the counter as well. Exactly. Exactly, they are dangerous. We're only playing 3 at the back, which is very interesting. You know, when this Juventus side has really stacked up the attack here for this game. Højbjerg. Rudiger. And Rudiger passes to Trent. Trent back to Rudiger. Now Tchouaméni, who's playing defense, of course. Over to Højbjerg. Højbjerg 3-ball finds Bellingham. Now back to Højbjerg. Now it's going to be a little pass over to Rudiger. Tchouaméni now passes it over to Valverde. Valverde running forward. Takes a long-range shot and it just goes by. Yeah, that was a brilliant strike from Fede. He really was, you know, attempting that one there to send that in. 2-1 Real Madrid normal time. That's what I'm thinking as well. I think Real Madrid can get this done in normal time. They've just been they've been looking so good. You just watched the rest of the Delta Rune stream and you saw that you were taking too long. Wait, what do you mean, not so chap? That was taking too long. Like, I had to, at the end, I rushed up for the next save point, yeah. And true leader carries the ball up the field and also defends for our team as well, exactly. That's why I like Fede. And that is now over to the left side here. Is going to be, you don't remember. Oh, okay, yes. The pumpkin, yeah. Jackenstein, yeah. You were taking too long. And then the 2-2, yeah. Yeah, I remember. I thought you meant like I was taking too long in the game. Fede's your favorite player in the team over Vinny and others. Yeah, honestly, my favorite player has to be Kylian, though. Like, my personal preference. I like Kylian. Even Courtois, yeah, I mean, probably for me, top 3 is Kylian, Courtois, Modric when he leaves. Right now, it's Modric currently, but when he leaves as well. Probably Fede, yeah, I'll put Fede up there. Props to Fede, such a good guy. And this is now going to be with the Juventus defense there. Toramolien passes over to the side. It's going to be a little overlap pass from Toramolien over to the defense. Rugani. Kelly. Through ball finds Yildiz nicely. Yildiz is looking dangerous here. Takes a long ranger and it's deflected away. It's going to be a corner for Juventus. Yildiz is so deadly. If we look at the player stats here as well for this FIFA Club World Cup, we can see, of course, that besides Angel Di Maria being the top scorer, Yildiz is 1 goal behind top scorer. Of course, Di Maria got 4 penalties. All 4 goals are penalties. But yeah. Fede 1, Courtois 2, Vinny 3, Rodrigo 4. Kylian 5? Kylian 5? Wow. I guess as a Real Madrid player for sure. I just like him general as a player. One of my favorite players, honestly. And cross coming in from Conceição. Just trying to meet the back post there with Yildiz. Not really headed away too great from Real. But they have won some possession here for counter-attacking play. And here we go. This is what we like to see. Vinny on the counter-attack. Long ball going forward. And that is not great from Vinny. That pass just, you know, doesn't reach. Brazil bias as well. Yeah, sure. No way, though, like, yeah, personal preference, you know, exactly. I was just going to say no way Rodrigo's above Kylian for me. But that was close. That was very close. Thuram Ulian now over to the right there, Rugani. And there's Kalulu making a run on the outside there. Costa just with it to now Locatelli. And now it's over with Cambiasso. Juventus have been looking strong so far in this game. Hopefully I haven't cursed it by wearing the black Real Madrid kit because Juventus are wearing black here. I should have got the white Juve logo, honestly, for the scoreboard. Juventus logo. I'd rate him clutch at times. Also provides when the team can't. Yeah, exactly. Let me get the white Juventus logo, actually, because I like it. Maybe for the stream. Let's get that one. There is an injury here. It looks like that Kalulu's on the ground. Is that him? I think so. Yeah, I think it's Kalulu on the ground there. Just a little bit injured. Expect there will be a football transfer market crash in the future after this tournament. Yeah, I think so too. It looks like that there's a lot of, you know, stuff being revealed about different, you know, leagues, stuff in this tourney. Quality is definitely being shown from a lot of different teams, you know, so we're not going to have, you know, hyperinflation anymore of certain players, which is great. Love it when that stuff happens. Okay, so we got the Juventus transparent logo, luckily, so I'll go use that on this logo instead. So we can do a true black one. Let's get a nice little, there we go. Okay, now you can add actual black background there. Nice. That looks proper. And this is now going to be with a warm-up for one of these Juventus players. I don't know who's coming off. Is Kalulu actually being subbed off? Hopefully I did not curse it. Yeah, hopefully. Harvey Elliott for only 50 million is a bargain. He's also only 40 million with a buyback clause. Wait, is he actually moving? Did Fabrizio say? Let's have a look. There's something here. Juventus are close to an agreement to sign David on a free transfer from the Lille side. Bologna are in advanced talks to sign Federico Bernardeschi. Kepa signed for Arsenal. Are your sources Pesh Football? Yeah, or what? Make sure you use. I'm sure you use Ion as well. Fabrizio, use Fabrizio as well. I promise you, best guy. Kareem the Dream's birthday's today. Oh no, that's his day. He transferred to Real Madrid today. Can't do it for Kareem. Got him, Benzema. Yeah, it's the first. This was his transfer date. Vinny over to the left side. Yeah, Kalulu's off. Wait, he actually got subbed off there, I think, maybe. No, he's still on. You use Fabrizio mostly. Yeah, same. I use Fabrizio mostly. Then for stuff I don't really, for other sources, I just use, like, for SPL, like Ali's Football or something. It's like something like that. And then for other sources, there's Marsa. There's a bunch of other different ones. Tchouameni. Rudiger. Now through, finding Garcia. Now over to Trent. Now back to Rudiger. Can't wait to see Kylian come on, honestly. I think he's going to provide the attacking threat that's been missing from this team. Elliott over Wirtz right now because of goal assist and conversion rate. No, I'm taking Wirtz over Elliott still. Just because Wirtz was the Bundesliga player of the season, I think, as well. Or midfielder of the season. From, his contributions. He just isn't playing in this comp. He's not played in a comp yet. He carried Germany in the Nations League as well, to be honest. And it's because Elliott was playing in the U21 tournament, and Wirtz is still playing, national football at the highest national level. Still impressive. I would say Elliott's, like, good up there. But I think Liverpool would be playing Wirtz over him. So that's why, Elliott might need to move to a better club. Not a better club in terms of, skill and that. That's not what I'm saying. I'm saying like a club where he can get playing time continually. Because he can easily become better. Yeah, Vinny was trying to be cheeky with that one for sure. It's Tchouameni. And pass it over to Hodgson. And that's a little flick from Hodgson. I love Hodgson's little ball-playing skills. They're very good. I love how he tries to bring the ball into motion, really, for Real. It's what we need. You rate Gonzalo Garcia as a striker, but, his physicality is not ideal. Yeah, I always want Vinny to maybe try a different position. I want Kylian to try on the left wing. I want to see how he'll go. Just because, he's a natural left winger. He's so good for PSG on the left wing. One of the best players of the, French league for so long. And the hyperinflated player price is going to crash. This Club World Cup going to have a profound effect on the market, largely because the market ecosystem is isolated and quite closed. Yeah, exactly. You're absolutely crazy if you put Elliott over Wirtz. Yeah, I'm not putting Elliott over Wirtz at the moment until he, starts starting a bunch of games. Definitely a future prospect for sure. But Wirtz, Bundesliga midfielder of the season, 24-25. And also, he's carrying Germany, as I said. Hi, Zo3Ella. Welcome to the stream. Hope you're doing well. Thuram Ulien. And this is now going to be for the left. Kelly. Back to Thuram. Thuram is very underrated. Kolo Muani trying to chase that little flick over by Thuram Ulien there. Again, this is what Juventus were missing against City. That's what they were missing against City. They're missing Thuram's presence in that midfield. There's a little flick from Vinny. Just doesn't reach. And the thing is, why not play both on the left? Same formation, but Vinny plays where Fran Garcia plays. And Mbappe plays in Vinny's position. Yeah, maybe even. But the only problem is Fran Garcia provides that left back. That's why I think the left back side's secure in terms of, attack. That's why they keep pushing. Kolo Muani's positioned on the left of Juventus, which is the right for Real. Because Trent doesn't stick back, whereas Fran actually comes up and back pretty quickly, whereas Trent doesn't. But yeah, for sure, Vinny maybe even playing as a centre forward. I don't know. It's a bit risky, but it's good attacking. Yeah, it does provide very good attack link up too. I would love to see Vinny try centre forward, just because last season we saw him lose the mojo on the left wing. I mean, it's a one-season thing, but. I would have loved to see how he would go in the middle. Because you can always not make it work out. Also, Endrick's back as well for Real. After hearing that Gonzalo Garcia was getting a lot of good time for Xabi Alonso. Endrick suddenly made a miraculous recovery in, 3 days. That seems a little bit sus. But he's not playing this game. He's going to probably come in the next game if he comes through. What do I think about the football transfer market? I think that the prices for players are very hyperinflated, Habisfaction. Very, overpriced. But, of course, that's just because the trend over time, stuff becomes more expensive. So it makes sense. Boom, Chuck, I got my eyes on you. But, yeah, for sure, it's definitely... the market's very regional exclusive. Like, there are some English players that are so overpriced when there's talent in Spain and, Germany and France that has the exact same, value sometimes, and then they're not priced enough. So it's very region-oriented and then very inflated, And this is now going to be Trent to Tchouaméni. The 1-2 from Valverde and Tchouaméni. Now to Rudiger. Now it's over to Trent. Bellingham. Rudiger. Tchouaméni. Hoydenson. Vinny's playing more centrally in this game as well. It's like Gonzalo Garcia is playing like right wing. Vinny's playing striker here as well. Do I think this Club World Cup will cause some kind of crash? Maybe a little bit, just because, we're seeing some players that, haven't been exposed too well to the global eye. So, for sure, it might not cause a big crash. It might cause somewhat something, just by the fact that, we're starting to see, it's not European dominated in terms of skill. You got the South American clubs providing a lot of talent. I mean, that's where most players are coming from anyway, but still, like, some players that weren't seen before could be valued higher. And hi, Silos. W's, welcome to the stream. I hope you're doing well. It looks like Juventus is playing a 5-3-2 in defense. Yeah, they are. They're playing, in attack, they're playing a 3-4-2-1, but in defense, they're playing a 5-3-2 because they have to be careful for Real Madrid. So much attacking prospect from them. And this is a cross over to left side here for Juventus. It's going to be Conceição now with the ball. Sorry, not Cambiasso. Sorry, my bad. Now it's with Locatelli. Now it's over to right there. It's just a 1-2 from Costa to Kalulu. Your opinion, Pogba to this Juventus would have been better. Yeah, Pogba with this Juventus linking out the midfield with Thuram Ulian would have been great. But yeah, I think his time in Juve was done. I just think, it's all over. I don't think Pogba will return to any of his previous clubs, to be honest. There's a through ball. Vinny with a chance. Oh, that was a nice positioning there by Kalulu. Why weren't you doing that against City, my guy? Yeah, that was a close one. Vinny just tries to sneak through. Just doesn't... He's not able to do it. Not able to sneak through that one. And this is now going to be with Thuram Ulian. He wins that defensively brilliantly. And this is what I'm saying. He is just all over the ball this game, Thuram Ulian. Brilliant. And now it's with Cambiasso. Cross. Header. Caught by Courtois. No challenge. I feel like Courtois and Bunu in this tournament have been probably the two best keepers. I gotta say, they've been insane. There's Starry as well, but he's not in it anymore. See, Cambiasso is dangerous with those balls. Exactly. I know the short crosses. Ulian's strong in the defense. He's strong in the attack as well, that guy. So that left side with their link-up, Cambiasso and Ulian, is a very good one. And then, of course, Yildiz with the pace in the forward line. Imagine Pogba, Thuram, and Cambiasso. I mean, that would be insane. That would be insane there. You know what? I would actually think that Marcus Thuram would fit this team better than, some of these other guys that are playing up forward here for Juventus. I think last game, who was it playing up forward? Can't remember. It was like Way, I think, was playing up forward. Yeah, but I think like Marcus Thuram maybe with his brother would have a good link up, honestly. And he plays a similar drop style so he can drop back and help the team build up. I guess Colomani is good at it too. I guess he's very Very attacking player. Very tall for the headers as well. Rudiger. I would have expected a double striker formation, which they're kind of playing, you know, with the Elders and Colomani. But yeah, it's a little bit different. You know, they're playing 2 AMs and a striker. If Alvarez came to Juventus, Juve would cook harder than you cooked your enchiladas. Yeah, I mean, Alvarez to Juventus as well would be crazy. I think he's staying at Atleti. I think Simeone's going to have his final season with Atleti if he doesn't do something now about the team. His time's up, I'm pretty sure. That's going to be a corner for Real Madrid. Di Gregorio just tips it out. I think it was deflected out anyway. And who will be taking this Real corner? I'm assuming Trent and Arda. Yeah, Trent and Arda. They're doing... See, this is what we like. We like this little format. It's, you know, it's a predetermined routine here because every time we're seeing the corner taken, Trent and Arda Güler both line up for the corner. So I think that's actually a nice one where they do that. Valverde over to Højnsen. Cross from Højnsen just too far, but it's still in. It's not out for a goal kick, which is good. And Conceição is pocketed there after getting rid of that one. Bellingham. Not great from him. And it's going to be a corner for Real. They're just going to check on Conceição here. They should have let go of Simeone years ago for Jose Mourinho. I mean, I don't know if Mourinho... I mean, I think he would, you know, manage a rival club because, of course, he managed Real Madrid. You know, I think he would go for the Atleti rivalry, just to be honest. But yeah, Simeone, I think he's a bit washed now, to be honest. No offense, Atleti fans. I'm sure you guys are probably mad at him for this season. And there's a poor little shot there from Vinny. It wasn't great. Wasn't a great shot there from Vinny at all. I like this new kit. I like it. I think better than last season's kit. It like looks nice and fluid. It feels like this material is going to be that kit's material, which is good. I love this material. Di Gregorio is going to be taking the goal kick here. Going to be a long ball. In the crowd is Arsene Wenger. Of course, the legendary Arsenal manager. Some other guys in the crowd there. Long ball. No offense to Atleti fans. Those. Oh my goodness. Wow. that is. I'm not going to read that message even. Cross. And corner. Juventus. Tchouameni does win that corner for Juventus. And it will be... Who's taking this one? I think this is Yildiz taking. Yeah, Yildiz is going to take this one. Here we go. Juventus getting ready to cross this one in. Cross coming in by Yildiz and caught by Courtois. Now here's a little chance for a play out. Here we go. It's a 3v3. The pace is coming. There's a nice little cross trying to find... Ooh, that's not a great cross at all. That was not a good counter. Wasted there by... I don't know who did that cross there. That was not a great one. Yeah, that was a bad pass. I don't think there will be an immediate crash after the tournament immediately, but market crashes are a natural process. The J-League, K-League, Brasileira, La Liga, and Liga MX. Yeah, exactly. I don't think it'll be straight after you as well. I think it'll be like a... Go like this. So it's currently like this, and it'll go like that, and then it'll go steady out or stabilize at a specific rate. And Colomani just not getting the better of Rudiger there. He does nice shielding. This is going to be now with Arda Güler. Valverde. Now it's with Jude. Trent. Valverde. And now to Tchouameni. Over to Fran Garcia. Højnsen. Højnsen to Vinny. Vinny back to Tchouameni. And Tchouameni is now going to place this across. Yeah, South African Premiership is looking good as well. Yeah, they actually look good, Sundowns. I expect the Sundowns player maybe to transfer somewhere better because they actually look very good players. And That is almost poor defending there. That wasn't great from Ardagula. He does do a good job in the end, but that was kind of bad. Trent. Passes to Bellingham. Now that's a little through ball there by Arda. Just finding Fede. Ball coming crossed in. Jude. And it's cleared off the line. Gonzalo too got to the end of that one off after the clearance. I can't believe that. Wow. Yeah, the South African League is looking, actually looks strong with Sundowns, and their, representation in this one was brilliant. I did want them to go through the round of 16, by the way, just because of how good they looked. Unfortunately for Williams in that Dortmund game, didn't do the best of jobs, but yeah, big respect to them. Trent, now back to Rudiger. Argentina fans only support the team because of one player, no ball knowledge, and they literally have fans who became a fan because of 2022. Oh, no. My hate might backfire. Yeah, your hate might backfire there. And there's a free kick for Real. It looks like that there's a foul from... Who does that foul? Yildiz, I think? I don't know. On Vinny it is. Let's have a look. Oh, yeah, that's a foul. That's Conceição who does that one. Yeah, 3 for Dortmund. Yeah, it was unfortunate. I was rooting for them in that one just because Dortmund have been looking ugly in this tournament. I do think Dortmund will get out against Monterrey. I actually have confidence in Monterrey to get the job done. Yeah, it's just unfortunate there that ball didn't go in by Jude from before. Cooling break. It's going to be a cooling break here. And there's going to be a chat from Xabi Alonso, of course, to his men. We'll see what, as well, Tudor does for his men in terms of changing tactics. There's always usually a goal after the water break. I will say that. Promise you, Jude just saved because he doesn't want to be just like his brother exactly. Both teams to score. Yeah, I do think both teams will score in this game for sure. Real, I'm taking them for the dub, of course, because I support them. But Juventus are playing a stronger team here. Also, let me swipe out these stuff here. Just random notifications. Oh, with Monterrey. Yeah, Monterrey, both teams to score. I think Monterrey will score. Dortmund will score. I think it'll actually go to pens that game. It might be the only game in this round of 16 that goes to pens. You have a bad feeling about delay? Where is this held? Hard Rock Stadium. And there was, again, I have absolutely no idea why we're still hosting this in Miami and in Florida in general, when there's a literal cyclone or hurricane, whatever this is, forming over the area. Also, there was a CR7 poster there I just saw. Why is there a cyclone? And why is the football games being hosted where a cyclone is developing? Just hosted in New York or something. Yeah, I know. You can see. It's actually, I swear, if this is delayed, that's going to be annoying. That is honestly going to be so annoying because I'm sick of these delays, bro. There's like... Look at this. Here, I'll send you guys the link to the weather so you can look at the cloud yourself. Yeah, there is a cyclone category 1 going through. Yeah, check Zoom Earth. Disturbance 1, possible development area. It's risen. It says potential for development 0% in 2 days, 30% in 7 days, right? But that was yesterday. It was 5% when I checked. So it's gone up by 25% since I last checked. But yeah, look at Miami. There's like a massive cloud over the area. It's going to rain. It's going to be an absolute joke here. I swear if we get another 2-hour delay as well. Here we go. Free kick for Real. The game is back on though, luckily. So we're not going to have the delay just yet. Looks like Trent's going to take the free kick. Or it's going to be Vinny or Trent. We'll see. Love seeing that Vinny and Trent link up, honestly. Yeah, I think Trent's going to take this one. Yep, he's telling Vinny to back off. Okay. Here we go. Trent crosses. Long ball to the back post. Just caught by Di Gregorio. Trying to find Gonzalo Garcia, but didn't do it. Okay, and then there's Ardagula just fouling. Going to be a foul there on Cambiaso. Very light. And it's just going to be taken quickly there by Juventus. Kelly to Rugani. Now back to Kelly. Cambiasso. Kelly. Possession control. Real Madrid and Juventus both have 47% possession, 6% in contest between both of them. And this is now Juventus trying to move forward. Locatelli to Cambiasso. And another foul is won. Somehow that is probably the lightest foul I've ever seen from Arda Güler. And Rudiger is saying that he accidentally kicked the ball at Cambiasso by accident. So I told you to check the precipitation feature. Wait, what do you mean? What precipitation feature? Oh, there. Yeah, there's no, there's like rain off the coast of Miami. Yeah, very light rain. There's also above Miami. Sorry, in Miami, there's some rain there. Very light rain. I don't know. I don't think that's where the stadium is. There's moderate rain in the, the west of Miami as well. To the west. Okay, here is Locatelli. Through ball. Trying to find Cambiasso there on a run. Cambiasso. Cross. Trying to find the back post. Just goes all the way to Conceição here. Who cleans that up. And now it's going to be with the defense once again. Kalulu. Now with Rugani. Little 1-2 by Rugani and Locatelli. Rugani to Kalulu. Yeah, that's not good at all. Now it's through to Conceição. Cleaned up by Fran Garcia. And Conceição wins it back. There's a lot of tussle here with the ball. No, there's no real controller of this ball right now. Free kick for Real. Foul on Fran Garcia there. And that's the desperation we like to see from Fran Garcia. Love to see that. Costa just fouls him. Trent. Tchouaméni. Now with Arda Güler. Tchouaméni. Trent. Now at the back with Rudiger. Through ball by Arda Güler finds Fede. Fede to Vinny. Hi, Judgment. Welcome to the stream. Hope you're doing well. It's still 0-0 here at Hard Rock Stadium. Dean Hoytenson. Rudiger. I'm doing good. Thanks for asking. Hope you're doing well. And there's a little flick on, and it looks like this might be a corner for Real. Yes, a corner for Real. I'm wondering why there hasn't been a market crash yet. Players' inflation wages just keep growing without an end. Something has to give, and I don't know if it will be positive or negative. Yeah, we have to see, Only time will tell. And it's going to be Trent taking the right corner, I think. Arda's also lined up for it. Yeah, it's just quickly played short there. Trent passes over. Cross from Arda Güler and just misses everyone. It's going to be a goal kick. How did Tchouaméni miss that shot? He should have really been hitting that there. Because the transfer market's interesting, I guess. Yeah, it's an interesting topic. How did Tchouaméni miss the header? Oh my goodness, if he had just, hit that, would have been a goal. Tchouaméni, bro. Di Gregorio. Goal kick. I know. How did he miss that one? Okay, cross coming down the field. Yes, that's good to hear, Judgment. W's. It's good to hear. And that's going to be a free kick there for Juventus, won by Locatelli. Just taken quickly there. Passes back to the defense. It's now Kelly over to Cambiasso. We're watching on DAZN, so we are getting the same clips. Yeah, I'm watching on DAZN too, yeah. And now it's going to be with nice little ball by Kelly trying to find Cambiasso. Just doesn't. Just trying to chill out a bit. What I ate today? Nothing actually just yet because I woke up just before my previous stream. So I woke up after sleeping for a long time. I then went on that stream. Then I went on this stream like 2 minutes after. So I've had no gap. I'll probably eat in the halftime. Why Tchouaméni plays like a centre-back today? Because Raul Asensio is too untrustworthy, I think. We need Carvajal to come back so then he can play right centre-back. How did Show Speed release 2 songs in 1 month? I don't know. I don't listen to his songs. The only song I listened to by Speed was the World Cup song, because that one's actually his only good song. Personally. But yeah, I'll probably eat something after this, you know, in the halftime. And this is now over to Kalulu. He's yet to make a mistake, will I say. He did just make one then and gave the ball to Real in the defensive area. And that is going to be a free kick for Juventus. His songs are low-key trashes than World Cup. Yeah, exactly. He's going to make a new World Cup song for World Cup 2026. Yeah, I'll have a snack and a drink. Yeah. You're going to go to the washroom? Okay, no problem. 5 minutes left of this half. And then probably like 3 minutes additional. Wasn't any stoppages here. Surprised it's 0-0, honestly. Means Xabi Alonso will be happy with that. I don't think he really minds. Have a profound effect on the football world, particularly a market crash that hasn't happened yet, and there will be a big one. Yeah, for sure. He'll have a very big effect, you know, on the player transfers and everything. You know, the club dynamics. That's a poor clearance from Fran Garcia. But it is won back by Real, then taken by Juventus. It's a little bit of a skirmish here for the ball. And it's going to be an advantage played for Juventus. Trent trying to win it back. Fails. Now it's with Cambiasso. Cross going over to Conceição. Advantage played. Conceição. On the right side. Cross coming in. Trying to find Costa. Doesn't. Real Madrid clean this one up. And it's now Vini. Vini now passing it to Ardagula. Now back there to Hoydenson. Tchouameni. Oh, it's raining where you are. Oh, interesting. I see. It hasn't rained for me in like 3 months or 4 months. Unfortunately. Because I like rain. That's the only downside. Just about living here is about the rain. Because I love rain. But it doesn't really matter. Because in January and December it rains a ton. Like it rains so much. Like continually for multiple weeks. Yeah, it's been a 50-50 match so far. For sure, I agree with you there, Habis Faction. There's no real threat for either team at the moment. There's not been really any crucial saves besides that very early Colin Moani chance. That was probably it. And now back to Rudiger. Hoydenson. Hoydenson over to Fran Garcia. Rain's okay, thunderstorm a bit less. Yeah, I mean, I can't imagine how much it would rain in, you know, other places. Just because I haven't seen it so much. Hopefully it's not like here in these matches where they cancel the match for like 2 hours. Like that style of rain. Don't know. Thuram Ulien back to the defense there. It's now Rugani. Kelly. Cambiasso. How many... Kelly's from England, okay. I was gonna say if he is from USA, this team is like stacked with US players. And here we go. Thuram Ulien trying to run forward with the ball on the left side here. One of the final chances of the half. Cleared away by Tchouameni. Nice clearance. Rudiger's almost playing as a right back now because Trent is so far upfield. He's now, you know, now Trent's at the back position. I mean, he's trying to move back into right back. It's quite wind as well. Oh, you're a bit scared? Oh, it's because it's windy. That's not great. Well, hopefully you're okay, Judgment. You know, always can write anything in here if there's any problems. Of course. And now Kelly. It's going to be Locatelli. One touch with Thuram Ulien. Locatelli now passing to Rugani. Kelly. Back to Di Gregorio. And he's just going to boot the ball down the field here. Compared to last night's game, this game is nothing, I got to say. Last night's game was insane. If you haven't watched that, make sure to watch the live reaction. You want the win of Juventus, Victor? Well, you know, respect Juventus, honestly. I respect Juventus. I got Juventus shirt, but, you know, this is the club I support. But, yeah, respect. I'll try and keep it neutral, of course. The SPL arrived yesterday. That's what I'm saying. It did. It did arrive. W Halal. Only time I'll ever respect a rival. Tchouameni. Ardagula. Juventus, they're playing very controlling, better than against City. Against City, they play very bad, I got to say. But this one, they've played like a strong team. I guess they might have been resting players against City. They're playing a strong team now. They're playing very compact in the center because Real are trying to do a lot of crosses in and cut-ins. So, yeah, very, 0-0 first half. It's just been, mainly defensive, judgment. Yeah, Hilal and Inzaghi yesterday cooked. Yeah, exactly. You're a Madrid fan also, but I love Italia. Okay, yeah, understandable, Victor Santos, honestly, because I got, both the Juventus fan, Real Madrid fan, but yeah, more Real Madrid fan, just because I watched all their games, for so long now. And clearance away by Juventus, and it's going to be a throw-in for Real. I think Real Madrid and Juventus respect each other as well. Respect from each clubs. The SPL arrival cooked and cleaned the counters. Yes, exactly. Yesterday's match will have profound effects on the football transfer market. For sure. For sure. 100%. There's a cross by Arda Güler, and it's going to be a throw-in for Real. 4 additional minutes. I'm surprised it's 4 additional minutes. And first half seems like there won't be any goals. Yeah, for sure, Silos. I don't think there's going to be any goals in this first half. Maybe in the very last minute. I don't think so. Seems like it'll be a 0-0 at the moment. This game looks like it will go to extra time, though. I mean, at first I thought it was to be a 2-1 for Real. But yeah, it looks like an extra timer. Long ball. Shot. Oh, my goodness. Fede, what the heck are you doing, my guy? Wow. That is a brilliant shot by him. It's going to be a corner for Real. Absolute golazo. Almost attempted there. That is so close to going in. What a save by Di Gregorio. One-handed save. Insane. That's something you see from Manu all the time. And Di Gregorio has just pulled off one of the goalkeeper saves there. Looks like that Trent might be taking this corner. Yeah, cross coming in by Trent. Headed. Just a little scramble in the box to the ball here between both sides. And it looks like Di Gregorio is just going to mop that up. Best save you've seen so far this game. Yeah, that was the best save this game so far. 100%. That was a brilliant shot. Brilliant save. Fede just hits him with such high velocity and power. And then, yeah, that outstretched hand just going to reach that one, like as far as possible. And then goes and touches that out. What we love to see. 2 minutes, 30 seconds left. Top attempt creators. Valverde has had 2 attempts. Bellingham 2 attempts. Tchouaméni 1 attempt. And that's 6 attempts in total for Real Madrid in this game. And Juventus now just trying to win that throwing ball there. But it's won back by Real. And here is a chance. This is a good one. Vinny holding up the play. That is good by him. He actually did nicely hold that up. It just gives the pass away, though, unfortunately. Saying to referee there should have been a free kick there. I don't think so. Di Gregorio, he's just going to hold up the ball here. He's going to probably tell the team to move forward. Showing on the camera there, Luka Modric and Lucas Vazquez. I don't know why they're laughing at each other. I think maybe it's because they saw each other in the cam. Something's funny to them. The SPL is an inside joke in your old school, but it has nothing to do with the actual SPL. Okay, I see. And now that's Dean Huijsen to Arda Güler. Tchouaméni. This is the first game, I think, where Real haven't scored in the first half. I think this is. Out of this Club World Cup. It's going to be a nice ball over to Jude Bellingham. Now to Trent. Is Kelly the same one who used to play for Arsenal? I can check for you. Let's see. Kelly, he's on loan from Newcastle. Oh, and then he's on loan from Newcastle, I think. I think he signed a permanent contract, though, with them. Yeah, he only played with Newcastle and Bournemouth and Bristol City. So, no Arsenal. And that is going to be Huijsen to Rudiger. Your new score is Discord banned because of cyberbullying. Cyberbullying? What? You have to forcefully, that's what I don't get about, like, you can block people yourself. Like, I understand that. Yeah, sure, it's maybe because of distractions, people in class messaging, but That is crazy. Banning it, like, completely when it's actually, you know, some schools actually use it. There's school servers. Rudiger out to Trent. Not my place to say, though. Trent, nice curler. Going into the box and cleared somewhat by Juventus and then caught by Di Gregorio. That was your action, but not in front of you. Yeah, sure. And there we go. Half-time. The first half, it looks like, where Real didn't score in that half, you know. They scored against Al Hilal in the first half. They scored against Pachuca in the first half. And they scored against Salzburg in the first half. And that is that for that half. I'm going to get a snack, guys. And I'll see you back for the second half just before to read out the statistics, of course. Let me just set this timer. And the timer won't run during the halftime break this time, 100%. W's, guys. Smash like if you haven't already. And I'll see you in a bit. And drop your score predictions below, too. Okay, back. Jump scare. Okay, we're here. I'll show the Pringles in a second. I did finish them all, but here. That was the same I was eating last night. The chili and lime Pringles. W's. We're back, though. And we're ready for this next half. Hopefully, this doesn't take too long. Because after this, I'm going to prepare my dinner. I just had a snack for now. But yeah, we're back here. Hello, Madrid. Let's go. Second half, we're going to win. The whole packet I ate now? No, I only ate like 3. I ate most of it yesterday. This is the same packet. You don't need... I don't think I could eat this whole packet now. WCDF, welcome to the stream. Hope you're doing well. You went from number 5 fan to number 1. How does it work? I don't know how it calculates XP. Let's see. Here, I'll tell you guys how it works. What's the leaderboard? A place for fans to stand out in the community. The top 3 get special badges in live chat. It resets every stream, so you can always try again. How do you get on the leaderboard? You need to collect experience points or XP. This is how you earn them. Send live chat messages or send super chats and super stickers. So that's how you get them. Yeah, every time you delete your message, I think it resets. Every time you send a message, it earns you like XP a little bit. So the more messages you send, the more XP you get. Okay. So that's like a little cool thing there. I don't know, it just appeared today, which is weird. I don't know why it randomly appeared, but it did. W's, I guess. Is this a new feature on YouTube? Or because, I guess it's maybe because the channel's growing. I think I've seen it on Speed streams before and some other streams. So yeah, maybe it is like that. You're number 1 because I said you have more aura than Speed. Yeah, it instantly gave you XP. Also, let's just tidy up this desk here a little bit because I'm a bit messy. But here we go. Killian is going to be subbed on. Come on, Killian. Come on. We want to see you play. Because I'll become a billionaire? I mean, that would be great. I'd love to. Yeah. Buy my own football club. If you can't get at football, you buy one. Dino at 150 XP and number 2 is at 75. Holy jeez. Wow, that's a huge gap. Wow. Yeah, that's pretty cool. Hey, there's a 1, 2, and 3. Didn't even know that existed until now. I have so much aura, bro. Thank you, CDF, I guess. Start the timer. Oh, it started? I think maybe my match is behind here. I'll just refresh it. Yeah, it must be behind. Okay. No, it hasn't started yet. The time will start when they all line up. Who's the referee, by the way? I swear if it's this NPC that I think it is, it is. It's Simone Marciniak. That guy, which I can't pronounce his name. He's the World Cup final referee. Channel's growing, so is Dino's moustache. It's going to be gone soon, guys. You know, texted him multiple times. I think maybe it's just, it takes a while to update AR, I think. You know, so I don't know. I have no idea. It says on there how it works. I mean, it's not me who decided it. You're a Juventus fan, and Juve is extremely unlucky against Madrid in the last 2 decades, but I feel like this time we beat Real 2025 is not a lucky year for Madrid, according to Chinese astrology. According to Chinese astrology, 2025 is not a lucky year for Madrid. No, AR's not deleting their messages anymore, I don't think. Yeah, so if AR doesn't delete the messages, maybe we'll go up. Yeah. Oh, and there's the kickoff. There we go. So there's the timer starting there, guys. Smash like for timers. And this is going to be Juventus kicking off. And already Real Madrid do get some possession in the defense, but is won back by Juventus. When will we see Dynamite's having an R9 haircut? You know, we'll have to see. We'll have to see when that happens. Here we go. It's Dean Hoydenson. Very well. Real Madrid is going through this weird transition with new players and going from Ancelotti to Alonso. Yeah, for sure. This will be an interesting year, honestly. You know, Xabi Alonso provides a lot of quality in as a coach, so I'll love to see his playstyle be implemented. It's not implemented yet, I don't think. I still think this is Don Carlo's a little bit. This is like still a bit of Carlo Ancelotti's playstyle mixed with Xabi Alonso, so we'll have to wait and see. Lingard celebration after the game. Yes, I will, if Real do get the win, though. Okay, this is now going to be on the right side here. You'll be buying a Vivarium for Dynamite to Mermaid. Okay. And that is away there. It's going to be a goal kick for Juventus. Surely this past year's for Real Madrid was its low point. Yeah. Last year was the lowest point, I think, for Real. Maybe there's... No, there was a couple of more low points. Lowest point in, like, the very recent times. There was a lower point. There was a very low point, you know. You guys know that. Low point. Obviously, Real will get the dubs. Hala Madrid. Yes, exactly. Hala Madrid. Exactly. We'd love to see it. Di Gregorio. Cross. Do a backflip? I can't. Okay, and this is now going to be cleaned up there by Juventus. It's going to be Kelly. No substitutions, by the way, at the halftime. Kelly, one touches with Rugani, and it's now Kelly to Cambiaso. Finds a through ball there to Locatelli. Predictions for the semi-finals. Let's have a look. So I think Real will get the dub here. And then it will be BVB versus Monterrey. I think Monterrey will get the dub, honestly, against BVB. So it'll be Real versus Monterrey. Then for Fluminense Halal, I'll back my boys Halal still. I think Courtois just injured Rudiger, by the way. He's so far out of the box there. So Halal for that one. Palmeiras versus Chelsea. I think Chelsea might just get through this. I don't know what Courtois was doing. That was kind of weird. And then PSG, Bayern. I say PSG now just because of their form. It looks better. Real Madrid, Monterrey, Real Madrid. And then for the semis, I think it will be Real Madrid, PSG. Got back my team, Real Madrid. But in reality, most likely PSG. If this is, you know, still we need to be a bit stronger, I feel like, for this year coming up. Xabi Alonso hasn't had enough time. And then, of course, Halal versus Chelsea. I don't know, honestly. Halal could surprise us again against Chelsea. Chelsea sometimes, you know, have been fumbling up. So, you know, it really just depends on what form we're going to see from Chelsea in the semis. If they get there, of course, against Halal. So then we could, you know, very well, we could actually see a Group H final with Halal versus Real. Or we could see Chelsea versus Real or PSG versus Halal or someone like that, you know. Don't have the TV now, so you're relying on commentary. Okay, W's. Yeah, Real are looking shaky for sure. Al Hilal could surprise again for sure. Definitely, they've got the quality to do it. And I've been saying about them, you know, all this time. And this is going to be now Real Madrid here with Hoytensen. The one touch there from Jude Bellingham. Now back to Hoytensen in the defense. They're going to bring it out here. Hoytensen, very good at those long passes there. Bellingham to Vinny. Vinny now with the ball on the left wing. Trying to cut in. He's got three guys marking him. Cross. And it just goes far. Here we go. Trent takes an absolute shot. And that goes straight over. That was bad. Trent, bro, you should have... Why do players do this? Why do players do this? Why don't they just, like, move forward slowly? When they retain the ball, then cut in. Cut in. And I just don't get it. I don't see Juventus as likely winner here, though, here, surely. Halal to take Fluminense. Yeah, I think Halal to take Fluminense, maybe, just because of that form coming off there. Again, Fluminense was strong in the group stage with Arias, you know, and Thiago Silva. Oops, actually hit that thing there. But yeah, Real Madrid, I see taking the dub here. And Fluminense are in good form, yes, for sure. And then cross from Di Gregorio going out to the forward line for Juventus. Colomani trying to get on the end of that one. That is a very good chance. And Dean Hoytensen just mops that up there for a corner for Juventus. That's what we need. We need the chill guy at the back. Chill guy needs to be at the back there. And it's going to be a corner taken by Yildiz. Yeah, Halal drew with Real Madrid and beat City. There's no bad form. Exactly, that's what I'm saying. All I'm saying is Fluminense have been pretty good too. And of course, you know, different style of football too. European football, South American football. So we'll have to see, especially Brazilian football. Here we go. There should be a goal here. It's a 2v1. Come on, Vinny. Bring it through. Bring it through. Cross, corner. Okay, fair enough. How did Vinny not get... Is that even a corner? I don't know. I know. All I'll say is I'm backing my boys for the SPL. So yeah, SPL I'll always back. Vinny, how did you not get that one? My guy, cut it back. Cut it back, my guy. Where are you? You're in the timeout spot. Just get in the timeout spot again. Vinny will stay in the timeout spot till he actually does something decent in this game. Arda Gulat now with a free kick here. Okay, cross coming in from Arda. And there's a... Oh, I thought that was going to be a head collision there with Rudiger, but no. It's now going to be back out here with Valverde. Jude Bellingham. Bellingham tries to take a dodge. Shot. Saved by Di Gregorio. Cleared away by Juventus. One back by Bellingham, Valverde. And Courtois at the halfway line is going to come collect that one. Jude. Unlucky there not to get a goal. That was a good shot. Cross going over now to the right side here for Real. It's going to be Jude passing to Trent. 1-2 from them. Still 1-2 play from Real Madrid. I can expect Kylian to come on very soon. He should be coming on in about 10 minutes or so, guys. So can't wait to see Kylian back, especially that Trent-Kylian link-up. That would be insane, you know, Mbappe and Trent. Cross coming in from Vinny. And it's going to be back to Højdensen. Takes the shot from long range. Oh, my goodness, Højdensen. Pull a surprise out of the bag with that one. Di Gregorio saves that. That was a good shot from Højdensen, actually. I didn't expect it to be that good, but it was. And that's what I'm saying about Højdensen. He's like a surprise package every game. You don't know what you're going to get here. Di Gregorio telling his players where to mark. Højdensen and Rudiger probably going to be the targets to this header. Here we go. Looks like Trent will take this corner. This continues. Di Gregorio will be your man of the match, even if Madrid wins for sure. Arda Güler takes it. And it's going to be cleared out to the back here. Tchouaméni. Oh, sorry, Vinny. Now to Fran Garcia. Now Vinny again. Vinny's got the same hairstyle as Tchouaméni, I just realized as well. I like Vinny's new haircut. It's back to his OG haircut. Cross coming in from Trent. And there's a goal for Real Madrid. And of course, it was Gonzalo Garcia. He has scored again. He has scored again. He might be taking Kylian's spot. No, I'm joking. He won't. But, you know, he might take someone else's spot in the attack. He is so good. He needs to be staying, you know, as a starting option because he is just, you know, so good as a youngster. Brilliant from Gonzalo Garcia. Hala Madrid there. And let's see. I just wanted to check again. How old is this guy? This guy is 21 only. He is shining bright for Real. Trent, beautiful assist. As always, Trent doing some work here. He's looking happy about that one. The guy who's been learning Spanish for the past 5 months. And 3 goals in 4 appearances for Gonzalo Garcia. Said, who needs Kylian when you got Gonzalo Garcia? Yeah, I mean, you know, he's been showing up. He's onside. Takes the header there. That was a good, nice header jump. W shot. We'll expect him to come off now, though. Maybe like the 65th. Like, I know, unless, you know, Xabi Alonso could do something cool here. He could keep Gonzalo Garcia on and then play Vinny in left wing. Vinny out of the left wing, sub him off and bring Kylian on to test him out on left wing. I would love to see Kylian on left wing with Gonzalo Garcia as the striker, you know. That would be so good. Yeah, this guy has a bright future for sure. He is looking on form. And this is what we say about, you know, Real Madrid with Xabi Alonso. He's using the young players. Don Carlo didn't really do that much. And he's using them. He's really is going to be starting to use these guys. Hopefully we see Endrick as well. I feel sorry for Endrick here. It looks like he's not going to be having, you know, the most playtime. I think maybe he'll be loaned out. I don't know. Feel a bit sorry for him because, you know, Bobby Charlton was just, he was just that guy when he first came, started playing around. But then, yeah, it's now, you know, Gonzalo Garcia who's really providing. And Habs Faction's new number 1. W's Habs Faction for being number 1. That was a save by Courtois. Brilliant save. Brilliant save there. And yeah, Juventus for sure are pushing harder. We can already see it. And here's a very good chance. Again, here's Real on the counter-attack with Gonzalo Garcia on the right side. Cross coming back to Vinny. Cross going forward. And that is just going to be cleaned up there by the Juventus defense. Free kick given. And that is going to be a Juventus free kick. I'm way behind? How? I'm live. It says on my DAZN I'm live. What's your time? Say the time in the chat, and as soon as I read it, I'll say my time, so then you can chop off the latency. Or I'll say, yeah, I'm 55, just past then. Now 56. I'm equal with the time here. That's the time I'm equal with. It's just because I was surprised by that Courtois save. I didn't expect that. I was in the middle of thought, and then I might as well just thought I'd repeat that there. Conceição just getting a little bit of water. 56-20. How are you guys ahead? How? I'm literally on the premium live version. That doesn't make sense. Like, it must be latency over the internet. It has to be. I think I'm equal with you guys. It's just that, of course. Courtois, Courtois. Bunu's up there for me. And there we go. Yeah, it might just be because of YouTube latency. Di Gregorio, nothing he could do to stop Gonzalo Garcia's goal there. Does Pele's celebration. And it's going to be Di Gregorio with a free kick. Watching from an app where you can watch the match from 7 different servers. Oh, I see. So you're not watching from DAZN. Interesting. Yeah, it's a YT side delay. It has to be because I'm from the source of the commentation and stuff. Okay, this is now going to be Rudiger. Passing over to Fran Garcia. The Garcias are good. It's probably... Okay. Yeah, sounds dodgy, exactly. Pass through over to the right side there. It's now going to be Trent Alexander-Arnold. Now with Rudiger. Yeah, DAZN's... okay, yeah. Maybe you should... You know it's free on DAZN, right? It is free on DAZN. Madrid last goal. Yeah, they need another goal here. It's free premium quality. Yeah, I see. Okay. Okay, now this is one touch with Jude. Ardagula. Yeah, DAZN, exactly. This is now Tchouameni. Little through ball there found. That was nice. A good through ball there by Ardagula. Just unfortunate they don't retain that one. Valverde back to Vinny. Vinny. Trivella curl. Little pressure from Rudiger from the forward line. Colomani tries to hold up play. And it's a free kick for Juventus. 2 more Madrid goals. Yeah, I mean, they're so far ahead here. There's going to be a substitution for Juventus. Double substitution. It's going to be Kelly coming off due to injury. And on is going to be coming... here. Who's coming on here? Gonzalez. And then another player coming on is for Conceição. And it's going to be number 18. Who is that? Kostic. Went back 7 seconds so you don't spoil. Okay, W's. Yeah, Francisco Conceição is coming off. And Kostic is coming on. And this is now Di Gregorio. For a free kick. Here we go. There's a line here like on YouTube live streams where you can play back and come... Yeah, that's what I can do as well. I can do that on DAZN. Turam Ulien. Now over to the left there. It's going to be with Gambiaso passing back to the new substitute, Kostic. I'm number 1 commentator for... Oh, you mean Ion. Yeah, W's. Why is there a crown next to your name? Habs Faction. It's because you're the number 1, yeah, commentator. Yeah, exactly what CDF said there. I was wondering what they were saying, but yeah. Here's a chance. Vinny. Cross. Bicycle kick attempted. Oh my goodness. Who attempted that one? Fede. What a bicy. Insane. That is crazy. That is crazy. I know, imagine that went in exactly. Oh my goodness. That was a brilliant bicycle kick. Di Gregorio on it. Toni Kroos, Fede Valverde posted there as well. And Trent's going to be taking the corner this time just by himself. Corner taken quickly. Moment coming soon. Match stats so far. 16 attempts at goal for Real. Juventus only 5. 8 on target for Real. 2 for Juventus. Can I demonstrate it? Basically, pretend this is the... I'll demonstrate with Vinny. Okay, so pretend this is Valverde, not Vinny. And he's like sitting there. He's standing. That one leg's on the ground and he lifts this other leg up and he kicks backwards like that. Trent. Cross coming in. Just parried away by Di Gregorio. It's now going to be with Fede. Little pass from Ardagula to Fede. He gives a long driven ball into the box, but it's just cleared away again. And now back with Real. But yeah, you can imagine it with Vinicius, you know, just like that. And he goes up, boom, like that. But Vinny goes back into the timeout. Vinny in the timeout slot too. He actually does something useful. I mean, he's been good, but he's not been useful. Tchouameni. Rudiger. Hojnsson. When's Kylian coming on? Come on, Kylian. Get on the field. Rudiger. Through ball. And that was a bad through ball trying to find Trent. But it is going to be a throw-in still. And throw-in by Trent. Yep. Bro is sick for so long. He needs to toughen up. No, he's in the subs bench. He's not sick. He's back. He just needs to, you know, Xabi Alonso needs to sub him on here. So we're waiting. Same with Danny Carvajal. He's on the sub bench too. I think they'll come on maybe at the same time. I'd love to see Carvajal and Trent play together. I want to see that dynamic on the field here in this game, you know, especially when we're winning. Always good to try a new dynamic. And this is now going to be a through ball there, trying to be found by the Juventus defense, and it just goes over and cleared away by Tchouameni, and then Hojnsson is going to get this for a throw-in. Oh, he kicks it out for a throw-in. It's going to be a Juventus throw. Now someone get him a tissue. What? Oh my goodness. And there's a wave going on in the crowd here. I don't think a tissue would help gastrointestinal, though. That's the only thing. And this is now thrown for Fran Garcia. He's lean, he's mean, he's our Dean. Exactly. And everyone's holding up Mbappe shirts to Kylian. He's just sitting on the sideline waiting maybe to be subbed on. There's a little bit of an injury here for Gonzalo Garcia. This might be the time, you know, to sub him on. Looks like a head injury. Let's have a look. That's by Rugani. Yeah, just a head injury there. Not great. Garcia looks to be okay. And this is now going to be Hojnsson. Yeah, bro grabbed his neck. That should be a yellow, to be honest. Tchouameni. I know. How's it not? How's it not a card? I'm actually surprised myself. Should have really been a card there, but okay. Vazquez, they're also showing on the bench there. Looks like Modric might be coming on too. Soon. Hojnsson. Vinny. Fran Garcia. Here we go. Fran Garcia. Cross. And again, no one's really in the center of the box there to meet that one. I think Gonzalo was just too far forward. And now it's Juventus passing at the back here. Vinny trying to pressure. Does some good pressure there, actually, Vinny. Hojnsson's in the midfield for some reason. And the ball is won back by Real. Just calmed down by Vinny as he passed back to Fran Garcia. And now it's with Vinicius there. Okay, and now it's with Vinicius just holding the ball with a little bit of delay. Now to Fran Garcia. Now with Arregula. Over to the right side there. It's now going to be touched by Trent. Hojnsson. Little 1-2. Valverde. Fran Garcia. Hojnsson. Rudiger. Trent. Finds a through ball there. That was a very good through ball by Trent. Jude finds a better through ball as well. And then that is going to be a corner there. Just won by Gonzalo Garcia. And Kylian is going to be coming on here. Here we go. Kylian's return is imminent. Let's see who they're going to sub off for Mbappe. It's probably going to be after the corner. We're about to see. But Mbappe will be coming on the field any moment now. Probably after this corner. Yep, looks like it. Unless we'll see. Arregula wondering if the substitution will happen now. Looks like it's after the... Yeah, it's the next time the ball goes out, the substitution will occur. Arregula cross coming in from the corner. Just headed away by Juventus, but it's one back. Arregula with the ball again. Cross. And it's going to go out for another corner. Is Mbappe going to be subbed on now? Let's have a look. Or is Xabi Alonso going to delay a little bit longer? Yeah, he's going to delay it after, again, this corner play. Maybe it's when the goal kick occurs or a goal. There's a little collision with the ball in the box, and it's going to be still Real Madrid with the ball. Vinicius passes through to Jude. Jude takes the shot, cleared away. Shot again, cleared. Oh, my goodness. And that's going to be Thuram Ulian, and he's just going to be holding the ball up. And, yeah, when this comes out, Mbappe will come on. I'm for sure about that now. Juventus really having some heavy pressure here from Real Madrid. It's very heavy pressure. And then that is Dean Huijsen who wins that one. And it looks like that Kylian should be coming on here. Here we go. It's raining now as well at Hard Rock Stadium. Unfortunately, again, I hope it's not delayed. Gonzalo Garcia is coming off. And Kylian Mbappe is coming on. Here we go, guys. Smash like for Kylian. Gonzalo Garcia coming off. Goal scorer in this one so far, assisted by Trent, of course. And Mbappe is going to be making his return after gastrointestinal, which had him playing bowling during his time of recovery instead of being in the hospital or doctor or whatever. Yep. Now he is on here, Mbappe. And this is now going to be with Juventus. I'm surprised Vinny didn't actually come off. I thought it would be Vinny for Mbappe and keep Gonzalo on. But yeah, for sure, that's the substitution occurred there by Xabi Alonso. Mbappe will be playing striker, it looks like, / right wing. Actually, looks like that Jude might be playing a bit of a striker and Mbappe and right wing. Americans getting to see Mbappe for the first time in a competitive match. I know that's why they're going crazy in the crowd there. Little header there from Dean Huijsen, and now it's going to be won by Ardagula. Passes over to Vinny. Kylian making himself present there. A little 1-2 there with Vinny. Again, Kylian 1-2 with Vinny again. And now Dean Huijsen has the ball. Tchouaméni. Through ball there to Valverde. Now Mbappe. Mbappe to Vinny. Now it's Vinny with the ball. Vinny cross over to Mbappe, and then Mbappe just loses it a little bit in the box. That was a good pass by Vinny. And now it's back with Tchouaméni. Valverde takes the shot himself, and that is going to be a catch there by Di Gregorio. And this is what we're saying. Look how much pressure Real is putting up against this Juventus side. I don't know how much longer they can hold on for without, Real scoring again. Of course, a goal here by Juventus would be very crucial to secure sort of a little bit of a buffer to prevent, a 2-0 2-goal disadvantage. And this is going to be Juventus now in their defensive play, trying to bring the ball upfield. Costa just passing with Kululu. Now over to the left side here. It's going to be now Cambiasso. And passes it out to Kostic. Now back to Cambiasso. Through ball. In the middle there, it's now Locatelli. Thuram Ulian. Back to Regani. And Locatelli. And let's see, there's this held up by Colomani. There's a shot, and it just goes wide. That was a good shot there by, I think that was Gonzalez. And that was a brilliant shot indeed. Just a nice little fired ball. Skims past Courtois, and it just goes wide. Too much curl placed on it, I think. Substitution occurring here for Juventus. Yildiz is coming off. And on comes Cooper Miners, who did score the first goal against Manchester City in the previous game. Roberto Carlos showed on the camera there, and then they show him in the stadium. Roberto will be probably hoping for, some more good performances from Trent. And there's a little hold-up play there from Kylian, but is won by Juventus. Thuram Ulian. And you guys can now vote for the play.fifa.com/bottom of this game. You guys can let me know who you're going to vote for there. You can now vote up your favorite player or the player you think who deserves. I think the player who deserves. Here's a chance for Juventus. Cross back into the box there. Little cross. Trying to find Colomani. Headed away by Real Madrid. One back by Colomani. And then one back by Real. And here we go. It's Jude. Passes a nice through ball to Vinny. And now it's Vinny on the run here. Vinny. Kylian's open forward. He's going to overlap there. There's a good overlap. And here's Kylian with the ball. Kylian passes in. Oh, and there's a shot. Oh, my goodness. Di Gregorio saves it off the line. Wow. Vinny now with it. On the right side. Trent. Jude. Jude dotting. And now it's back here with Tchouameni. Just calm down a little bit there. Fran Garcia. Now that's going to be Kylian with the ball. Little one touch there from Vinny trying to find a play through to the Juventus defense, which is now a 5 at the back. And Di Gregorio, man of the match for you. Yeah, for sure. He's been brilliant for Juventus. He's been so good. But just see that link up between Vinny and Mbappe. I think it was offside anyway, but that was such a good link up. The pace on Kylian and then, you know, Vinny just finding that ball there. Their link up is, you know, very well established now. Especially with Vinny, but coming back on form, you know, that's going to be a great one to watch next season. And this is now going to be Thuram Ulian with the ball for Juventus. 18 minutes left of regular time. And Juventus passing around on their left-hand side. Cambiasso now passing back to Rugani. Rugani, Thuram Ulian. Back to Kalulu. And now over to Cambiasso again. And there's a little one to Kalulu. Is now got the ball. Now back to Rugani. Little hold up from Juventus, but it's one back by Real. And here we go. Here's a chance. It's going to be on the right side here for Real Madrid. And Mbappe's running forward. Vinny's running forward. The whole team's running forward. That was a good touch by Fran Garcia. And he leaves it for Vinny. Vinny might take the shot himself here. I don't know. He's going to pass it over to Fran Garcia. Here we go. Pass back there to Fede. Fede lobbing the ball over to Trent. Trent to Jude. Jude now to Arda Güler. Now Valverde. Vinny. Valverde. Little 1-2s around this field here. Arda Güler finds Kylian in the middle. Just gives it away. That wasn't great from Mbappe. And that is now going to be Juventus with a potential, you know, coming up the field here. And that's going to be now Rugani passing to Kalulu. Now over to the left side here. It's going to be Cambiasso. Ahead of him is Cooper Miners now with the ball. Now back to Rugani. And it's little 1-2s there between Rugani and Locatelli. And here's a chance for Juventus. Thuram Ulian trying to skill through the box there. Cross. Deflected away. Throw in for Juve. No, it's not going to go out actually. Cross again. And it just misses everyone there. Fran Garcia pacing to try get that one. And it is touched out. It's going to be a Juventus out ball. So it's going to be a Real Madrid throw in there. A little bit of class there from Fran Garcia, just helping Costa up. And there's going to be another substitution here, I think, for Juventus. I think it's going to be a double substitution. It looks like that McKennie's going to come on. And it looks like someone else is going to come on there. Number 4 for Juventus, of course, that is Gatti. We'll probably see, you know, Arda Güler come off for Modric soon. Carvajal should come off for Rudiger too. I think that'll be one of the other changes that will be made, you know, at the very late stage of this game. I think like in the 80th, they don't want to stress Carvajal out too much on his, you know, return from injury. The next game we will be streaming, guys, is the final round of 16 game. Dortmund versus Monterrey. That is going to be at 4 a.m. tomorrow for my time, which I don't know what it is for you guys, but it is in around... So there's about 30 minutes to 12, so about 4 hours, 30 minutes. There was a shot before from, Arda Güler there. It's brilliantly saved by Di Gregorio off the line. Xabi Alonso was telling his team to calm down. Saying, I want to let this go out of control. Xabi just telling them all something here. In this cooling break. Modric looks to have been subbed on as well because he's got his shirt on. He's ready to play. Gatti and McKennie are ready to come on too for Juventus. So here we go. Substitution, I'm guessing it's Arda Güler coming off. Yeah, it started to rain in this field here for sure. Yep, Arda Güler coming off. Luka Modric coming on. Was an expected substitution. Luka is going to probably play in every game in this tourney just for his final, tour of being a Real Madrid player before he joins AC Milan. Imagine they stop the match because of this. If they do, that'll be so annoying. There we go. Luka's coming on. They better not. Yeah, exactly. They better not. And Modric wears the captain's armband, taking it off of Valverde there. Deserved. Because Modric is an absolute legend of Real Madrid. And this is going to be a throw-in here. No problem, Grim Reaper. You are not late. Oh, I see. Oh, you're late. Okay. Yeah, this is no problem. We are streaming the other games as well, of course. So you can always, come to any of them you'd like. Real Madrid is, though, winning at the moment, which is a W. Hala Madrid, also wrong side. I see myself mirrored in the screen, so I'm like always picking this side for the badge, but it's this side, so yeah. Now Mbappe trying to rush the Juventus defense there. Same with Vinny, and it's just going to be Locatelli passing a through ball. That was nice to the Juventus forwards there. This is now going to be running forward with the ball. Who is that? I think that's Cooper Miners. Back to Locatelli. Now over to Kalulu. Yes, Hala Madrid, exactly. If Vinny scores, or if he assists, or if he does something good, he's coming out of the timeout corner. Right now, he's still in the timeout corner, though, because he hasn't done anything too good. And this is now on the right side here for Juventus. It's going to be now played in there through... Who's number 2? They haven't listed the substitute there. Yeah. Is Way come on? I think Way's come on as well. Don't know. I might be confused there. Swear I saw number 22 on. Juve might make a comeback, to be honest. Yeah, they are looking deadly. They're looking better than against Man City. Against Man City, they were looking, awful. They looked awful. But against, Real Madrid, they've got their form back from their previous, their first 2 games. They're looking pretty decent. But Real Madrid, this game so far, have been pretty untouchable in terms, except for that very start chance by Colomwani. And now here is Juventus providing a cross into the box, and it's just touched away by Trent. Nice defense by Luka, but it's back to Thuram Ulien. Passes through onto the right there again. Cambiaso. Cambiaso skilling in one. There's a little chance blocked by Tchouaméni. Brilliant. And now it's going to be... I think that's Luka Modric. No, it's Dean Huijsen there. Running up forward with Vinny. Now back to Tchouaméni. Now over to Modric. Valverde. Modric. Juve's goalkeeper is cooking. Yeah, for sure. I put up the vote for player of the match up in the chat. Like it's a bit up. You can vote up for Di Gregorio if you haven't voted for player of the match already. Because he for sure deserves it. He is so good. This game. Here is Vinny. Vinny, cross in. Somehow not reaching Kylian. And Thuram Ulien again there for Juventus. He's like Bono versus Man City. Exactly. That's what I'm saying. He is so good this game. Di Gregorio is having a masterclass. And now it's on the right again. It's now going to be Cambiaso. Brilliant vision from Modric. Yeah, Modric has... just that next level vision, Jude, back to Huijsen. And that is now going to be over to Tchouaméni. That's something that Real's going to miss, with Modric leaving. Is that sort of vision, that sort of leadership on the field, I feel like Valverde possesses that. He's more of a Toni Kroos style of player, but yeah, for sure, we're going to miss Modric in that sense. Jude, now to Valverde, now passing around Kylian. And now it's going to be back with Huijsen. 1-2s from Tchouaméni and Rudiger. Carvajal should come on like the 85th. I'd predict that. So far, Xabi Alonso only 2 substitutes as well, which is, showing longevity of the players on the field. can play the full match, which is good. Fran Garcia, Jude, Winston. It's interesting how Alonso's high pressing and counter pressing style is slowly being applied and integrated into Real Madrid, which is so different to Ancelotti. Yeah, for sure. And we noticed in the first game against Hilal, right? Real Madrid was still using Ancelotti's tactics mostly, but you can see over these new games, there's more of this new style being applied. Vinny takes the shot, deflected away. Kylian with the header, just cleared out. And Madrid do win this back. Valverde passing it over. This is going to be Tchouaméni taking the shot. Oh my goodness, Di Gregorio saves that. Somehow he saved it. Why aren't they passing to Trent? No, he's on the side. I don't think it was a necessary pass. They are passing a lot to Trent, I think. I do expect Carvajal to come on instead of Rudiger, though, very soon. Come on. Someone Carvajal. Want to see him. Yeah, what save exactly. Modric is going to be taking this corner. Surprised Trent's not taking the corner. Modric is going to be taking this one. Here we go. Yeah, you vote for the right guy there. Modric. Back post. Cleared away. Now it's going to be Kylian taking the throw in. And waiting for the throw-in to occur. They're just showing some random kid in the crowd. Looks like Trent might take it. Yeah, he's been given the ball by Mbappe. We are finally at the exact time. Yeah, W's. Rudiger. And now back to Oydenson. Kiss Cream Madrid. I know. Don't know why they weren't showing, though, the bench, the warm-up bench yet. So they still haven't shown who's coming on next. I do expect one more sub. Clear minus Kalulu for his... Yeah, Kalulu for that Man City performance deserves this modem, honestly. Exactly, Habs faction. Inter got cooked versus Fluminense, or whatever it's called. Yeah, Fluminense cooked Inter. Inter in this tourney was so bad, and it just shows as well that Inzaghi wasn't the problem, it was the players. You know, because Inzaghi came to Hilal, he's playing with a bunch of set players who he's only seen for 2 weeks, and he's already implemented his strategy pretty well into their team. He was using Jorge Jesus' strategy a lot, like still a little bit. But yeah, Inter has not worked out with the new coach and the players. They just do not seem to be, you know, messing around together. Cross. They finally did not rig it. And this is going to be a corner here for Real, I think. Ready to score another. No one cares about the step-overs. I want Vinny to get out of the timeout corner. Vinny, come out of the timeout corner, bro. Score. Trent's going to take the side corner. You might think I'm behind, but I just typed late. No, I don't think you are. Says, yeah, that ball by Fran Garcia just goes wide there. Here we go. Substitution. Who is it? No. Why is it Weston McKennie coming on? Bro, where's Carvajal? Get off the field, Locatelli. Why is Weston McKennie coming on, not Carvajal? Locatelli and Rugani have come off, and it looks like McKennie and someone else is coming on. I thought that sub happened ages ago. It's going to be McKennie and Gatti. Who do I think will win, Monterrey or Dortmund? I think Monterrey is going to pull a surprise as well. I think Monterrey is great. I really liked enjoying watching their football. Ramos being an absolute wall and unit at the back. He got, you know, group stage player of the, like, the defender of the section, you know. He was in the group stage team of the thing. It's going to be now Vinny. You want Bellingham v. Bellingham? I mean, yeah, if Dortmund have to win that one, then we could see Joe v. Jude, the Jays versing each other. But yeah, I do think that Monterrey might take the dub here, like based on, you know, just how they've been playing. Dortmund have not looked great, I got to say. Job literally sometimes carrying them in the games. Job looks brilliant, I have to say as well. He looks very brilliant. Valverde. And then there's a little pass there from Jude. Rudiger. Now it's with Modric. And just lost, but it is going to be cleaned up there by Jude with a foul. He's going to get a yellow card here, Bellingham. Don't know how many yellows he's got. I don't know if he's going to get accumulation there. Fluminense or Al Hilal. Still backing my guys, Al Hilal. Still back in SPL. Yeah, there's like a little touch there. Just trips and over, yellow card. So I want to see Bellingham versus Bellingham. But like we all know, Real will crush. Yeah, especially Dortmund's current form is not great. Monterrey could be a real opponent for Madrid. Yeah, especially that defense that they play. They play like, kind of like, you know, Halal was struggling like Salzburg. And Real Madrid were struggling with Salzburg as well. Monterrey can turn that on like that. They were doing that in the group stage as well, like kind of like Salzburg. You think Real Madrid will get knocked out in the semis? I'm not too sure, you know. This team is starting to take shape. I mean, it's not been here long enough. I know we have to defeat, you know, either PSG or Bayern, to be honest. But I'm feeling confident with this team. I didn't feel confident after the first game because it still looked, you know, Ancelotti tactics. But we're starting to see, you know, something emerge here. Something actually that looks like a decent side. Not like last season. It definitely looks a bit different than last season, this situation. Especially if Carvalhal's back, you know, for the semis. That'll be good. I'd love to see Carvajal versus Ramos as well if Monterrey got through, you know. Two old allies coming together. I love Madrid. Exactly. Lingard celebrations being readied. You know, 3 minutes of regular time left. 2 minutes of regular time left. PSG will win the competition, you think? Possibly. I mean, PSG really struggled against very defensive team. Botafogo, you're missing DinoDoomz. Yeah, he'll be coming back for when we're on holiday, don't worry. He'll be back for the semi-final July 8th, I think. But yeah, I feel like if we played a very defensive side, PSG struggled against that, so we could see a win there. Here's a very good chance for Real. And cut back, corner. One, that was not a great cutback from Valverde. It is what he had to do there. There was nothing he really couldn't do. And Dani Ceballos is going to be the final sub. Unfortunately, we're not going to see Carvajal today. I really did think he would come on here because he said he was back and ready to play. There's a little bit of stuff going on between Rudiger and Cooper Miners. Yeah, Trent was through. He should pass to Trent, honestly. Trent and Kylian were both through, I think. I don't know why Ceballos is coming on. 11 corners Real Madrid have had. PSG will turn up the ruthlessness. Yeah, for sure. But, you know, Real Madrid always never doubt them. You never doubt Real Madrid. There's a goal kick there. That was just a wasted chance by Real. Imagine a late goal right now. I know, that'd be crazy. And Ceballos is coming on for Valverde. Let me just search up this one thing. And Valverde coming off. Getting an applause from the crowd. And it is going to be, of course, Dani Ceballos coming on. Let's see how much added time we get. I think 3 minutes, maybe 4 minutes. Don't think too much. Shouldn't be too much, at least, anyway. Yeah, Danny's not playing today. He's just wearing the regular shirt. Come on, Danny. Get back on the field, my guy. I mean, we got one Danny playing. We didn't ask for this Danny, though. We got Dani Ceballos. We didn't ask for him, though. Didn't ask for him. We asked for Dani Carvajal. Alright, what's up with the extra additional minutes? It's because of the water breaks. And Ceballos just kicks the ball out there. It's going to be a throw-in for Real Madrid, actually. It's going to be Fran Garcia taking. Every minute's like a minimum 5 minutes. Yeah, it's just because of these water breaks. That's why in SPL as well, there's like 10-minute additional times in the SPL because they do like 5 water breaks a game. And this is now Trent. Through ball, and then there's a lot of time wasting as well. And that was, for some reason, I don't know why, that wasn't initially read there by Jude, but he just saw it then. Quite an underwhelming match. Yeah, I mean, compared to yesterday's match, this is underwhelming. Back in the olden days before this tournament, it was like an extra 2 minutes or 3 minutes. Yeah, exactly. But yeah, for sure. Højlundsen now to Rudiger. Little play there. Now it's going to be Højlundsen again. Xavi got mad after Valverde missed the pen against Bruno, probably. I don't think he was that mad, though, because he said afterwards that everyone misses penalties is just about, as well, the fact that Bruno is such a good pen saver. He is the best pen saver, I have to say. The best I've seen, alongside Emi Martinez in first place. So, yeah, I couldn't expect him really to score, but yeah, I'm sure he didn't get too mad just because of team morale. I mean, he cost the win, but regardless, you know, team morale is the most important for this Real Madrid squad. I feel like when the team's out of morale, they play very badly. They're sort of like, they're similar actually to Portugal in that sense. When Portugal's not got the morale and that link up, they don't play good. This is like Real Madrid. And now it's going to be with Thuram Ulien. They've got here, how much time left? It's been 2 minutes additional, hour 5. So they got 3 minutes left. Cambiaso, who's been playing brilliant for Juventus. Little 1-2s here. Now to Thuram Ulien. There's a little flick over, just cleared away. Like when they faced Arsenal, I know that the second game, their morale was already lowered. They were not playing good in the second game. You know, when they said come back, blah, blah, blah. It was the morale wasn't there. Wasn't there. And then the poor season as well. That was an offside. Yeah, Colin Moine offside. And it's about to be 2 minutes left of additional time here. And as it stands, Real Madrid will be versing either Monterrey or Borussia Dortmund in the quarterfinals. Yeah, Hart was being real fast, and that looked like a pretty genuine chance there. Long ball by Courtois. And it's just going to be headed away there by Juventus. Back to Real Madrid. It's now Trent. Finally playing a full 90 minutes, by the way. Finally. Took them long enough to play Trent the whole game. And now it's Vinny running forward. That was a brilliant ball by Courtois. It's just going to be called by Di Gregorio, though. No pressure. And he's going to roll it out to the side there. Kalulu. Now over to his teammate, who's just going to really hold up some pressure there. Cooper Miners now with the ball. Kalulu. And it's just one back by Real. Bad pass by Kalulu. Looks like it was offside too. I think there's 1 minute left. Just about 1 minute and 10 seconds. It's going to be a Real Madrid throw-in. 1 minute left exactly now. Here we go. We just have to hold on for 1 minute, guys. 1 minute we have to hold on for. I'm sure we can hold on this good. If we can't hold on to this for, you know, then that's our fault for not being able to hold on here. Juventus. And now it's Juventus with a chance here. Just passing over. This is going to be Colin Moine. Like the World Cup. And no penalty. The referee calls no penalty there. There's a cross coming out deep. 30 seconds left. Here we go. This could be a chance here if it's not controlled well. And that is going to be controlled perfectly fine there by Rugani. Is Colin Moine still on loan? I think so. Until the end of this tourney, I'm pretty sure. Or was he? Yeah. He returns after this tourney. Yeah, he's back from loan after this one. Is this the last stream of the day? After this, in 4 hours, there will be another stream. It will be BVB versus Monterrey. And full-time should be called. There we go. Full-time called. Real Madrid through to the quarters. There was no doubt from me. Brilliant play from Real. Yeah, in 4 hours, there's going to be another one. Dortmund versus Monterrey. But that is all for now. Juventus out. Good play to Juventus, honestly. They finally actually turned up compared to last game. They actually started to play well. Thuram Ulien, brilliant. Kylian's return as well. W's for him. And this one was an exciting one to watch. Vinny can come out of the punishment there because the team won. Go sit on with Ronaldo. Hala Madrid, exactly. Lingard celebration will be coming up now with this. Let's go like this. Wait a second. Like that. There we go. W. Sally. W. Sally. Ow. Hit my stupid mic behind there. But there we go. W's, guys. Thank you for tuning into this one. And I'll see you guys in the next time. Goodbye. And yeah, that was a hard-fought victory there. That was actually tough for Real. Oh, I didn't read out the stats. Here, let me just read out the stats quickly. Valverde got player of the match. Quite boring, but they won. Yeah, for sure. Not the best match. See you in 6 hours, Grim Reaper. Just let me quickly read out the stats here. So for Real, 57% possession, 1.57 expected goals, 21 shots, 11 on target, 5 big chances, 4 big chances missed. 572 accurate passes, 92% accuracy, 11 fouls, 11 corners. For Juventus, 43% accurate, 43% ball possession, 0.77 expected goals, 6 total shots, 2 on target, 1 big chance missed, 420 accurate passes, 90% accuracy, 5 fouls, 4 corners. And can't make the BBB game because you need to be up in the morning. No problem, Kieran. But, you know, it's still always up on the channel. If anyone ever wants to watch the reactions, you can always go back. Otherwise, thank you so much for watching, guys. And GG's, and see you in the next one. Hala Madrid. Let's go. See.